Oh, man. Give them a round of applause, citizens.
Thank you, bro.
Greatest group of all time.
Thank you.
No offense to any of my other friends, but this is from my ventricle, Heather B. From my aorta. Those are parts of the heart, Heather. I don't know if you
Well,
you knew what
I
that
did
was.
attend parochial school in New Jersey, unlike the public education you received in Oakland. So I'm well aware
That's crazy right there.
of the vocabulary that you're using.
Yeah.
Just a small little derringer, a little two-shooter.
Little 4-4 shot.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, I'll take that. But, man, hey, listen, I could celebrate these guys, and I don't have to convince you who they are. They're walking in greatness right now, and now they're walking in purpose.
Yes.
You know, I got a chance to listen to that project, and I totally understand it. I totally get it. It's at a perfect time, and their voices are pristine, loud, and clear. At this point, it's great to hear from people who are complete and understand their purpose on this planet, and then putting that into their music. The vibration that's coming off this album, Mass Appeal's Cabin in the Sky by De La Soul, is incredible. I want you all to listen to it. It's medicine.
Yeah.
Please welcome them back to the show. Maceo, Pasta Noose. We got
Sir.
De La Soul, and my
Yes.
man Dave is in the building.
Salute. Salutations.
Absolutely.
Salutations.
And I think it's really important. To ask the most important questions today with these guys. We've been doing this. Man, I remember having De La Soul in the Bay performing for Sway and King Tech in the Wake Up Show in the 90s and coming into the 2000s and knowing them that long.
Hanging out at the upper room.
Wow. Shout out to Midnight Voices. Muhammad, you know, his father, Heather. Muhammad from Real World.
Oh, really?
His father used to run the upper room.
Yeah, he ran the
I
upper
did
room.
not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
The daughter was Aisha.
Aisha. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, okay, sis, you know I like linking stuff together. Aisha had a crew called Honey Presents.
Yes.
And a member of that crew was Ingrid Best. And Ingrid Best, and they were probably, they were ahead of their time. They were doing marketing and promotions and putting together these great events. So you would see De La Soul there. You would see Tribe there. You would see Black Sheep there. All
Souls
these
of
Souls of Mischief. And Ingrid Best ended up, her first industry job was with a company called Streetwise. That was with me and my good friend Anthony Daughtry. So we were able to give Ingrid, and we brought all of them, Ingrid, Aisha, Crystal Isaacs, all of them started working with us. That was because of the upper room.
The upper room was
Come
the
on.
spot.
That was the spot, man. So one of the most important questions that I think people should really hear an answer from is, Maceo, Heather and I had an argument about who was closer to you as a friend.
Wow.
Who would you consider the closest friend to you in your life? Me or Heather? That's
man.
Pause. We got to get these things out.
Yeah, you got to get these things out. You know?
Yo.
Those are the tough questions.
Hey.
Yo,
Can I
I must say it. If this show was Drink Champs, I got to take the shot. So if you want to do this in the spirit of Nori right now,
Take the coffee.
yeah.
Shot of coffee.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
But I love you both very much.
Sway is just mad.
I love you both very much.
Okay.
Sway is just mad because I knew you way before, like super way before.
Yeah.
So you want to tell all these stories that happened 3,000 miles away? Nigga, nobody was there. But y'all, like, I don't want to hear that. We hit the streets and Tim's and was out and shows together and BDP and Quandos and the building and all of that stuff in the meatpacking district in Tompkins Park.
Damn.
Nigga,
Man, don't say nothing, bro. Just take that shot, homie. I see you about to respond. You ain't got to say nothing, bro.
Okay.
No, I'm about to doom niggas. Wait.
You trying to make it seem as if our relationship was transactional.
No,
Heather,
I did not. I did not use that word. Is this another Oakland elementary school word? I did not use that word, Sway. I said before you.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a different energy, my G.
Oh God.
And I'll take it a step further
Y'all
since
both are
we're
below
here.
the belt right now.
Super below the belt. Since we're here,
Okay. Ain't got no problem with
Oh
this.
God.
this group, De La Soul, along with the collective of Dave Chappelle and Tribe Called Quest and Spit Kicker Radio, is the reason
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
oh, she is.
my Uzi weighs a ton.
She's killing it right now.
Is the reason.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
we'll leave it there.
I didn't see Heather there when potholes in my lawn was getting added to major radio stations back in the
Because
day.
I was at the same studio they was working at. That's why you didn't see me there, because you was 3,000 miles away out the loop. Okay,
Hey,
go on
yo.
with have the
Tracy,
conversation.
how you doing?
Yeah, Tracy.
Tracy and Mike.
What's up, Tracy?
And Mike,
what
what's
up,
up,
Mike?
Mike?
What up?
Jesus, because this is crazy right now.
How y'all feeling on the
How
other
y'all
side?
feeling?
You know what I mean?
God.
We love Tracy and Mike. There's love over here.
Cause this East-West Coast battle over here, it's crazy. Right back.
It's back. This is just anti what this album is all about, by the way, fellas.
Facts.
Because there's a line on the album that says, as we get older, we talk healthier.
Yes.
Can you please, Pos, explain what that line means to Heather B, man? Just ain't healthy. Can you?
I can't explain it to Heather. I know Heather knows it, but I can just talk on it. I mean, it's just, as I said, man, you know, being blessed to still be here and do what we do and learn what we learn, you know, hopefully you take in those lessons, good or bad, and learn how to just apply yourself better to a situation. So that's all I really meant, man. You get wiser with time and learning and refining things. And, you know, outside of just talking loud about things, be quiet and take it in your mind and, you know, apply yourself better to the situation.
Damn, man. See, Heather, sometimes you got to be quiet.
You know what? He's just mad. He's just mad when you lose. You just mad. Take his ball and go home.
Oh, God. Get off the court, B.
He mad.
Oh, man. Okay. Hey, so, fellas, is this like this? So, we're at it again.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
We're at it again.
Yes.
It's so great to see
Yeah.
you guys just doing the circuit.
No, it's great to be here.
Yeah.
Sway, honestly, even in how you said earlier, you know, I know you was joking, but honestly, man, after the pandemic, man, cats wanted to, like, say I love you. Like, a lot of brothers who held a lot of things in. Yo, man, one of the first things I said to my wife, like, yo, when I see people I love, I'm going to tell them that.
Yeah.
When I saw Common after that, when we could come outside, yo, I didn't let him go. And I ain't care if it was uncomfortable because, yo, like, so I love you, B. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
love you, bro.
You know,
Come on,
for real.
Word up.
It's
But-
more than just like
Well,
those
I've been
daps. It's
saying
like
I love you
hugs.
before the pandemic.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It just went before. It went more than just dapping your man up. Like
Nah,
you
real,
hugged them,
nah, real
you know?
talk.
So,
You know, and you know, behind even the loss,
Yeah.
people we have been losing, not just Dave, but a lot of people we've been losing. You
Yeah.
know, even people that's not even in this business. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sorry for your loss. You feel me?
yeah, man.
You know, so
Yeah, man.
just knowing that we gotta cherish these moments, man.
But I love the word that Posh used about being uncomfortable. I think we need to start being uncomfortable to some degree, because that does bring on the wisdom, that does bring on the growth, it helps you heal.
It does.
You know, it helps you heal a little bit, to maybe get on to the next phase or
Yeah.
get to the next place, or maybe even help your brother or sister that's in that spot. You
Yes.
know, I can't talk to anyone about bereavement unless I experience that. I can't talk to anyone about marriage unless I experience those things. So sometimes we are in these uncomfortable situations, but Horse reminded me the other day, you know, stop saying like a loss is a loss. It's a lesson, and that'll lead to the blessing. And so I've been carrying that with me for the past week now.
That's
There's
dope.
no losses, it's lessons.
Right.
Indeed.
Bars right there, bro.
That is a
Horse.
Queensbridge.
Queensbridge. Horse, pick the pen up. Horse, what's going on, man? Horse, what's up, man? Horse here?
The wild thing is
He outquoted me.
Yeah, I was about to say it. 'Cause, yo, believe me, there's like Mesa say something. I just put my notebook to, so I'll be writing it down. Like he'll say these things, and I'll be, I'm gonna steal that from him. Don't put that in. That was a bar.
That was a bar. Horse, thank you for that
Hi,
bar,
Horse.
man.
Oh, you welcome. You welcome.
What was it like? You know, Posh, you say on the record that Dave is steering the ship, right? And going into this project, how, in what ways was he there? In what ways was he present? Did he show up?
I mean, I heard Dave. I mean, like that's a relationship I had with understanding that when I first even lost my moms. And you know they'll tell you like, you gain these angels, but I really feel that, like, that energy. I know that energy was there for even Dave when he lost his brother. And like anyone we love, and when you call upon them, like, that energy is there and that spirit is there to assist you. So I mean, and for this album, it was really the same. Like, for me, it wasn't hard doing this album. Like, I would question things, and I would hear Dave like, "Nah, you got it." I would be in the booth, and my brother Sean C would be there looking at me like, "Yo, man, that rhyme was good," and I could hear Dave like, "Nah, man, you could say it better." Like things like that, and or even when we got the title, and I saw the title, and I was like, "Yo, I think this is a good title," but I wasn't sure, and I need to talk to Mace, and then the song wouldn't load into my machine, and then when I changed it to what became the title, everything went in, like those little messages I felt like I was getting from Dave. So he was here throughout this entire project, like executing this, pushing me through it,
Wow, man. That's, Cabin in the Sky, and when you really interpret that, what does that actually mean? We all walk with our ancestors, I believe.
Yeah.
Energy is here, never dies,
never
right?
dies, yeah.
And Cabin in the Sky, if you could break that down for me, was it while we're in the present world, people in the afterlife, almost like a multiverse, are living parallel to us, right? Moving parallel. That's how I interpret it.
I agree with that.
Okay.
And helping us navigate and steer things a certain way, I feel.
Uh-huh.
If you are tuned in.
Yeah.
You got to be tuned in, though.
Because a lot of times they're there,
Yeah.
and you're not listening to the signs that they're trying to tell you, like, yo, don't go that route. Like, and you're being pushed to go another route. You got to give yourself up to it.
And I think for a long time, I felt like I've always had a relationship with spirits. I ain't never been scared, even the times I felt the negative spirits. I never forget my son in the middle of the night sleeping on the phone with his girlfriend.
You remember them days?
Well, I remember him telling me that his girlfriend told him when he was asleep that she heard me talking to the negative spirits like, yeah, you can get me, but you can't get my kids. And I do remember saying that,
Wow.
I was like, come rock with me, but you can't get my family. And she heard me say that, told my son, I don't know, he might have told his mother, but he got back to me. And I was like, yeah, for this long time, I've had this relationship with spirits. And then when Dave passed, I felt it even more. My grief was stronger because I really missed him, but I was hearing him loud and clear, like, Mace, get your ass up. Don't be late. All kinds of stuff I was hearing, you know what I mean? You could rock that again, you know what I mean? All types of stuff I would normally hear.
Yeah.
And I was feeling them all the time. And, even in these moments, like, I just recently been getting over crying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I choke up, I'm kind of choking up now,
all right, though,
but
brother.
recently I've been getting over grieving, crying like that. Mercy's been making me really understand the transitioning. That no one ever really dies. They just transition.
Yeah.
And they are guiding us through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think my grieving has been slightly selfish.
Okay.
You want to see
Because I want them here.
You want them here.
We had plans.
Yeah.
Things we had intended on doing once things got resolved with the catalog. everything we talked about, things we established
Yeah.
3 days before he passed, you know?
3 days before he
Yeah, a lot of things we've really established, you know, that weren't established because everything had been, you my brother, I love you, and we really got things solidified professionally as De La Soul.
3 days.
3 days.
What's that called that? Take a care. You got it's an expression for that, but you guys took care of your. It's an expression that'll come to my mind, but y'all were able to take care of that business.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not even knowing.
Not even knowing.
Not
it
even
had
knowing.
nothing to do with where
Like
he was
things
at.
I was talking about, things that I used to always talk
Tie
about.
ends.
Your affair, loose ends and
Loose
your
ends and
affairs.
tied up affairs.
Yeah.
Things that I used to always talk about, and Merce used to hate when I talked about that shit, but it was a reality, and it was more of a reality that we solidified it before he passed.
Yeah.
You know, like
Took care of each other.
took care.
Yeah.
He took care of y'all. The song A Quick 16
Quick 16 for Mama.
Yeah.
for mama. And you say, hey, mommy.
Cause yo, bro, my mom's still alive.
Right.
Yeah.
And my mom is also going through early stages of dementia and all that stuff. So it's been rough, you know, but I still got her.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what I mean?
Amen.
And I'm just trying to cherish these moments.
Yeah, man.
No, I love that record, man. Wow, produced by Knots. Like Knots came through with that
Oh,
one.
man. Get that a round of applause.
Yeah, man.
Knox,
Word,
one
word.
of those producers they don't mention enough of.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yep.
Come on, man.
What?
Killer
Nah.
Mike on that one?
Killer Mike is on that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when I heard the sample of the woman saying whatever about mama and you know we gotta hustle hard, I was like, okay, we don't have a color like this on the album, and I immediately knew I was gonna like obviously talk about my mother, but I mean my mother isn't here, so I felt like the other person that should be on the track with me, you know, they should have that same dynamic in their lives. And I was just like, yo, but who would kill this? And I was like, Mike would destroy this. Killer Mike would really, he's a killer of Mike. So I knew he would stand strong on like just touching the person who's listening to what was being said. And I just thought it was actually kind of comedic to call it A Quick 16 for Mama, because you can write an entire double album about your mother. How you gonna do it in 16 minutes? But when I told them the concept,
16 bars.
16 bars. I'm sorry.
16 minutes.
Yeah, 16 minutes. I'm wild. But yeah, I mean, like I just knew Mace would find it funny because it's like him telling us, like, nah, man, you can't do this amount of bars. You got to do 16 bars. And so that's what. But I mean, with a great message still there to be conveyed, you know. So
This album is a great message.
Wow.
You know, it's a great sign of your evolution and your growth, and it's great for culture. It's great for music in general. I won't even generalize it.
Yeah.
You know, because to me, y'all beyond genre. You know, you've come up through this culture we call hip hop. But you truly transcended that, and it's not a lot of. We were celebrating the infamous 30-year anniversary.
Yes.
Only built for Cuban Link's 30-year anniversary.
Yeah, yes.
You know, decades in the game, and I don't know, especially when you coming through the rap lens, how difficult it is, you know, to not become passe and always to stay forward. You guys have always done that. There's a line on the album where you say trendsetters know when to bail from the trend they started. You know, you guys started a movement.
Absolutely.
You know, do you feel like you ever bailed from it?
Definitely.
Okay, talk about that. And when did you know at different stages it was time to bail?
I think from the beginning. It wasn't really. It was more so bailing from the images.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was conflicting with the message. Daisy didn't mean hippie. It meant the inner sound. You know, it was an acronym. Always meant the inner sound, y'all.
Okay.
DA represented the, I is inner, S is sound, Y is y'all speaking to everyone. You know,
The inner sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the inner sound, y'all.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the inner sound, your inner self, it's truly the battery. It lives beyond just clothing and how you look. So we didn't want to get caught up in the fact that once someone got tired of seeing the clothing, would they now bail from what was the most important part of it, the the message that was coming from inner. So like I'm talking about, yo, and Mace, tell me if I'm wrong. Like as soon as we put 3 Feet High and Rising out, we knew we weren't going to do that again. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
We weren't going to make a 3 Feet High, like 4 Feet High and Rising. We wasn't going to do that. So it was just like a
And you
metamorphosis.
know, at that time, record companies would love for you to replicate something that had success.
Yeah, it worked.
And there was no way we could do that.
Nah.
They wanted to constantly repeat the formula.
Yeah.
Or what they thought the formula
Yeah,
was.
because if you burnt out, it didn't matter. They had a tool shed of other artists that they could just like, okay, De La's over, let's go to that. But nah, we knew in the long term of what we want to be here, man. We saw Rolling Stones doing it when we was 18. Like we knew we could be here that long.
And then when you told at that time, yo, this is a great record, but we only expect you guys to sell maybe 20, 25,000 records, and it does way more than that. Your confidence on how to make music is through the roof, because what you told me wasn't going to be successful ended up being extremely successful. From this day forward, you can't tell me how to make a record, not my type of record, you know. Because look what your projection was versus what it turned out to be.
Yeah.
36 years later.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
You hear that, Mike Muse? 36 years later. Oh, come on, man. De La Soul.
And not to be on no nonsense, but the first group to outlast a label. When the label folded, when the label folds, normally the bands fall too. And we didn't fold.
Come on.
Y'all didn't fold.
Come on.
And you guys really, and I'm proud that a big milestone moment happened on this show when you guys had to go fight for your rights to your music.
I want to thank y'all for that.
Oh, man.
Because all of this,
Yeah.
the culture stood up for us.
Yeah, man.
So
Amen.
thank y'all for real.
Absolutely, man. Tommy was calling me after that, by the way. I never told y'all that.
I'm sure he
Dead
was.
ass serious.
Yeah, I know he was.
Yeah, he was calling. I was like, nah, dog. It's me, bro. God bless you, but nah, man.
Nah.
And I thought about y'all when Salt and Pepper was getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, man.
And they celebrate their careers and their journey, but still had to say,
Right.
to this day, we don't own the rights to our music, and the people who own the rights to the music are sitting in the audience.
Crazy.
Right?
It's crazy.
And you guys really, after that moment, y'all came on the show, you start hearing everybody come out the woodworks like, I don't own the rights to my music. I don't, and I hope you realize how important that moment was. Even you may have been sacrificial lambs in that regard, but you definitely helped the entire culture start to really understand the business aspect of proprietorship when it comes to your IP.
And it was amazing to see the younger brothers and sisters out there who stood, as May said, with us, because they were like, look, the way we operate, the way we do deals, we don't do that like that. Like, this is what happened to the brothers and sisters who came before us. Like, they really was vocal about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really trying to make sure, like, yo, we got y'all back. And that was really dope to see from the younger artists, like, really, like, championing us as well. But, I mean, honestly, bro, and me and Mason talked about this, and it's not as simple, but it's almost like when the two boxers in the ring and they going up against each other. And once it was over, man, I ain't holding no grudge against Tom. I told the kid, and I've never said it publicly, but I saw Tom, and Tom didn't see me. And I'm finishing up the album in New York. I'm at whatever, walking around on a day off, and I saw him. I saw him with his wife. And I had to be somewhere, and I didn't want to run up on him because the way I would have ran up on him was out of yo, man, it was really with no malice or anything. But I didn't want to catch him off guard like that. I would love to like sit down with him at some point, but I knew it would have possibly turned into a longer conversation.
Yeah,
I had somewhere to go. But I mean, like, man, I don't hold no malice
I don't hold no
towards that,
grudge,
man.
but I'm highly disappointed in him.
Yeah.
Because he was someone that considered us to be friends. Remember, welcome to the Tommy Boy family, and we were a part of that family for a long time. You don't do your friends and your family like this, If you're doing us, then are we really friends? Are we really family, or is this just transactional?
Transactional, like Heather tried to imply earlier in the conversation. I just didn't want to be put in that light, guys.
No, but I've been saying this for a minute. I feel like hip hop, it's the only industry and business where we use that word family. Like
Yeah.
it's the
Oh my
like
gosh.
basketball players, me too, Trace, football players, because they know they getting traded. You might not be around for a long
Yeah.
time. You might blood without the team. But this family thing and it's it tricks us. It attaches to our spirit, you know, and you just feel like you can let your guard down, and then that's when all this stuff starts happening. You know what I mean? And that word is really interesting, and I've been hearing it since the 90s, you know, since the late, we family, and we click up and we crew and we team and we all these things, and then the business comes and you realize what's what, who's who, and what's what, you know. And so I understand the aggression, I understand the disappointment, but you realize like the people on the other side, they don't feel that because I use the words, but I never meant it wasn't attached to my spirit,
it wasn't attached.
you know.
Yeah.
So it's a psychological thing, I think sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It's a play of, like you said, it's business, and it's not even. It's truly like as cliche as that sound for them. It was not personal. It was business. You know. You know, like even once the artist got to the point of with their aggression flipping and coming into like record labels and wilding out and causing like now buildings to cause mass security because we as these young kids, we did take it seriously. We're like, yo, we thought we was family, but you know, like I said, with that comes wisdom, and you got to realize, like, nah, these people are just doing business. You know? And they'll trick you with that. You know, like, here, man, yo, let's go shopping. And let me buy you some new Timbs and
on your budget.
On your budget.
Yeah, and then once,
you don't know it. You think they being mad cool.
Knowing you need some new Timbs.
Let's get in let's get in the whip. Let's go.
And once you figured it all out, you learned the game, and all of a sudden you playing the game back the way they played it.
Big facts.
Don't get mad at me because I learned the game now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm winning it. I'm winning at the way you played it. You put the rules out there. Hey, when the rules is out in the open, we all know how to play it, right?
Yeah.
We know how to play it great.
Yeah.
Okay. When the rules ain't out in the open, that's when you question what's going on. Like, why am I losing? Because I'm playing by the rules. Oh, they're not playing by the rules. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a song called, well, I kind of brought that up because Nas on the song Run It Back.
Yes.
Man, it's a song on this album called Run It Back where Nas kind of breaks down like the fall of the industry, and he talks about Napster and you guys, and he talks about the lack of black executives at the top of the totem pole, and you guys said we're worth millions, but we're not millionaires.
Yeah.
Break that line down for me.
I mean, you know, for me, it's just kind of like, it's self-explanatory, you know. It's just like people who have this product, which is themselves, and they have all, you know, it's just like a way that's been found out to, I don't want to go into the word pimp, but pimp. your talent, and you're bringing all this to everyone else, and it's like I just remember writing that because I remember Dave once. I hate to go into this, but one time when Tommy Boy had this new office and it was beautiful, and we walked into the lobby and the ceiling had speakers.
Leather carpet.
Leather carpet.
The leather floors are crazy.
Leather.
Crazy.
I mean, that's not hyperbole. That's
no.
real.
I'm just
Real
saying it was beautiful. It was just a beautiful, beautiful office. And I just remember Dave kind of like stood there. I was like, "Yo, what's wrong?" He said, "Yo, man, we built this shit. We built this." And he's just like, "Yo, we built this." And like, but the pockets, like, it ain't in our pockets. And I was like, and that's what I really meant with that line. It's like, we're worth the millions, but we won't be millionaires, you know, because music industry rules are in disrepair. It's like, it's not meant to service us. Never has been.
Still to this day.
To this day.
Because DSPs, they still got to work that shit out.
Yeah.
Work that out.
Yeah, they got to work that out.
So,
you know, we're kind of forced to live in these spaces just because it exists, and to make a difference, you gotta kind of be there. You know what I mean? You can't make a difference not being on the inside, you know?
Yeah.
So it's hoping that at some point before our time is up, these things change to be really fair. It's just been unfair for the longest.
Yeah, unfair. I like to do this too because listening to your album, you know, something I've been practicing and I've been failing at it is making sure, being intentional with my words to stay in a vibration that I feel positive, no matter how a detriment may be to a scenario. Somebody might have said or done something to me. I'm finding the positive in it, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm putting those words in the universe because, like, we're in it's a transformative time period right now. To me, and it's an awakening happening. And like you said, if you're tuned in, you're sensing it, you're feeling it, you're tuned in, right? You're tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
I hear it on this album. What can you give us what was some of the joy that you had working with Tommy? With Tommy Boy,
the
with
freedom,
Tom
the
Silverman.
freedom to make the music we've been
Yeah.
able to make.
Yeah.
I couldn't have seen us at any other label.
Yeah.
When I look around, they were the best label to be a part of as far as what we wanted to achieve. You know?
Artistically, they allowed us to go. No stop. And as May said, we were blessed to have a lot of deals on the table. And we didn't put wisdom behind that decision. We went to Tommy Boy because our big brother Paul was there. Profile wanted us, First Priority, Warner Brothers, the actual. We had a lot of deals.
Bambaataa was there at one time.
Man.
Zulu
Tommy
Nation.
Boy was a
We
legendary
hold the
label.
mantra of peace, unity, love, having fun.
Yeah.
Native tongue developing almost off the whole Zulu Nation concept.
Yeah.
In addition to Parliament Funkadelic. You know what I mean? So it was like.
Wait, hold up, man. So Native Tongue was a combination of Zulu Nation and Parliament?
And Parliament Funkadelic.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Word.
Yeah, man.
Who was the first person to say, let's start this thing called Native Tongue?
It was like Tip in Africa. Tip was cutting the New Birth record. I wasn't there when he was doing it. I was on my way to the crib. And I guess the particular record by the group New Birth, it said something about native tongues, and he just kept cutting that. And then they start building on like, yo, this could be a dope name. So by the time I get to Africa's house, they tell me like, yo, talk about what we was talking about. And he was like, yo, we should, when we do stuff, fall under this name Native Tongue, because instead of putting like Jungle, De La Soul, Queen Latifah, like we can just be listed as this. And then he brought up like, yo, because like our Parliament and the Funkadelic, like we was like, yo, that's dope. And we went back and told our individual crews, and everyone loved it. Loved the idea.
We was about to make these other groups.
Yeah.
The Fabulous Fleas.
That's me, Tip,
Kids
Juju.
on Zenith Ave.
Yeah.
Other
Fabulous
groups.
Fleas.
Yeah. Kids on Zenith Ave.
Yeah. We recorded stuff. Well,
Fleas recorded
we
stuff.
recorded stuff. And that Saturdays I did for that group. I didn't do it for De La Soul's Dead. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tip is on the project. The song is called Day in the Sun. And salute to Q-Tip, man. It's cool, man. Shit,
What?
Yeah, man.
As I say, that's my big little brother. He's younger than us, but I look at him like a
Come
big
on
brother.
for Reed.
Salute.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but we got. Hey, I'm gonna let our New York contingency jump in, but I want to take a couple of calls too because a lot of the listeners really want to celebrate this.
Yeah.
And we got De La Soul in the building, y'all. Cabin in the Sky. All right. In collaboration with Mass Appeal.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the new album. It's incredible. It's released November 21st. That's what? That's Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
This Friday, man.
It's Friday.
Wow.
Okay, Shaheem is in West Virginia.
Team Shaheem.
What up, Shaheem?
What up, Sha?
Yo, peace. How y'all doing? Good
Peace.
Peace, my
Peace.
Turn him up, Torch. Go ahead, Shaheem.
morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hey,
go
I
for it.
want to say first time caller, but second time I called in, but I didn't get through.
Wait, hold on, let me give you this.
Pim.
Welcome to Native Tongue. 'Cause Heather and I are honorary members, by the way, guys.
doubt.
All right, okay.
No
I
doubt.
was in it before you though, but go ahead. Just add late ass number to the party. Number two.
I was there in spirit.
Number
was there in
two.
spirit.
Yeah.
All right, Shaheem, go ahead. What's on your mind, Shah?
Yeah. First off, I want to give blessings to the brothers De La. I'm
Yes.
Thank you, bro.
I'm a native Amityville. You know what I'm saying? Warriors forever.
Word.
All
There you
right.
go. All right.
And first of all, I had a question. My question was, on the Break of Dawn song, Dave says something like, here it is right here. Dave says, sometimes I don't budge without my cuz fuzz. Now, that right there, is he talking about his cousin? Because down by where Paul used to live, there used to be a dude named Kevin Washington, and he used to go around calling himself cuz.
No doubt.
That was what he
Nah.
was talking about.
Nah. He was talking about his actual cousin that we call Fudge. Dedrick was his name, but we all called him Fudge. And Fudge was very close with Fife. They lived together, and so that's why even when you hear Fife saying rhymes about Fudge and Lucky, like Lucky was my younger brother, and they hung out. So Fudge and Luck is always talked about in Fife's rhymes. So yeah, that was his cousin Fudge. Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay.
No
Another
doubt.
thing is, we just had the Amityville class reunion from '80 to '89, and we, of course, you know.
Yeah, I saw. I caught a lot of that on Facebook. I saw it.
No doubt. Yeah. Of course, we gave a whole session for y'all. Period. You know, we got to shout out y'all for real.
Thank you, brother.
You went to high school with them?
Yeah, I graduated in '83, so they was a couple years behind me.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, because
They was a couple
I
years
was
behind
supposed
me.
to be the class of '88. I ended up being the class of '89.
Maceo was a class of 92.
Yeah.
Shaheem, thanks for your call,
you,
man. I
brother.
love it, brother.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Be-
Sway. Thank you, brother. I love y'all, man. Peace.
Right.
No
All
doubt.
right.
Peace.
Love
You
you
a
too.
super
Yeah,
citizen,
That's
man.
Sway in the morning.
Hey,
He was in the grave with my brother Tyrone then.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, 83. Troy, what up? He's in San Jose. You know they
What up,
love y'all in
Troy?
the Bay. What up, Troy?
What up? Good morning. What's up, Sway?
What up, family? You good?
Yo. Hey, big shout out to the group, man. Rest in peace to True Goy. I've been praying for you guys, man. It's weird. And Sway, we go back. When we talk hip hop, coming from Oakland, we had our few artists. We had a station called Soul Beat. That was the first time I saw Potholes. I was like, man, this group is different, but it's funky, it's cool, it's jazzy, and it's hip hop with the high top fades and all that. So,
No doubt.
but like I said, I feel like I'm in church today. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long, but when I knew you guys was coming on, I was like, man, this is gonna make my day. Heather, you was talking about passing, and when people move on, death is uncomfortable, and it is part of healing. But I think we have to look at it as a living. I go back to when Kobe Bryant died. I'm a Warriors fan, one of the best players. But I think that happened to affect all of us, for all of us to look at and think about that. You know, really, there's no healing without grieving. Okay, you gotta go through the uncomfortable part. I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Definitely do, brother.
I saw y'all in '92. I've seen y'all hella times. Maceo, we know we have a mutual friend, Yachty, the barber.
Shout out to Yachty.
Yeah.
Where'd you see him in '92?
Okay, it was at the Oasis in San Jose. It was the Licks, Souls of Mischief, De La, Tribe Called Quest. They went on stage in that order.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Did I host that, Troy?
Oh boy.
I know you were moving and grooving with Tech.
Yeah.
Trying, you fighting. I give it to you, Clarissa Shields. He over there fighting for his life. Where Papoose at? He fighting.
I think I might have hosted that. Because KML with the wake up, we had to deal with Oasis Club in the South Bay over there on First. I want to say First or Second Ave. I was there.
Okay,
Don't do that, Pars. Don't look at me like that.
Memory banks, me.
Okay, all right, man.
But check this though. The funky thing about it, I say about 20 minutes in the Quest part, because I'm like, man, this show's going too fast. Domino from Souls of Mischief walked on stage. I'm like, there go Domino. And Maceo was, Ali Shaheed Muhammad was still on the turntables. Ali scratched out. Domino came back on. Souls came back on. Then Maseo came back on, scratched Domino off.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that show.
That show, we put all our show together.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a crazy night.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, what he's talking about is like we have been talking like a few days before that show, like, yo, why don't we mix our shows, like, you know, because Tribe, they were what they were, and it was like, but as just humans, they was just tired of going on last. It's like, yo, you are who you are, bro. Y'all gotta just live with that, eat that. So we was like, you know what? Let's switch it up. Like, we'll do like 3 soul songs. Next thing you know, we'll jump on and do 2 De La records. Then Tribe jump and do 4 songs, and then we just keep just doing that. And it was a dope show.
Yeah,
It was like the
Yeah,
first verse.
That was the first verses, y'all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I was also at that Lyrics Lounge show where Wyclef came on stage and tried to bust out Will I Am, and Will lit him up. I was at that. I think. Yeah. I think that's when Eminem had first came to the Bay, if I'm correct.
Yep.
The Maritime Hall.
The Maritime. You remember that?
Yeah.
Man,
Yo, bass.
And on the real too, like from my standpoint, yeah, I say flyers. I like any show we do. I have the flyers from it, whatever, and like so yeah.
I remember that too. At Maritime Hall, Heather, I was there too. And so
You said hosting. I would have been cool with you just saying you was there, but the host now.
because we were doing the wake up show. We were with KMEL. You know, was the biggest station in the country for breaking music, and we were having all these deals with those local clubs like the Oasis, the DNA Lounge, you know, Maritime Hall, you know, 330 Rich Street, all these different places, Townsend Club, Townsend. And these guys
Was those clubs reaching out to like the station to have y'all involved, or vice versa? Like
vice versa, because if you remember what radio was like, and KMEL was a crossover station. It was setting trends that all other stations, including Hot 97 and New York stations, were following, but people didn't know it. And so we would want to put together these packages, and then we'll go to certain clubs, you know. They'll go, look at the Maritime Hall flyer.
I got it.
We got the flyer.
I got that. I got like
You know? And DJ Shadow was there, J. Rue the Damager, right?
Yeah.
And so the clubs just back then, it was just the Bay is the Bay. Everybody was open to what was good. So you could catch a lot of great shows, man. The Bay, man. The Mecca.
I got like 10 of them. Flyers.
Hey, Troy, thank you, man. You a super citizen,
That's
brother.
Sway in the morning.
My man, Troy, man.
Just hitting the
Man,
clubs.
this is great, man. Y'all history
he was
crazy.
out.
He was out. Tracy, you want to jump in?
Yeah, duh. I love seeing these guys, man. For better reason. I feel like, I don't know.
What's up, Tracy?
What's up? It brings me back to a time in my life that I think many people would consider to be a parent's greatest nightmare, especially a parent of a daughter, because I was sneaking away with my boyfriend who was 5 years older than me, and between our adventures at the mall and our makeout sessions at the lookout points, there was many a listening and learning session about De La Soul. And I really learned to appreciate you guys through that introduction. And hearing all of these stories, it makes me think about how, personally, I feel like hip hop always has an evolving theme, like a collective theme depending on the era, a question that the artists are wrestling with, right? Even if like an artist is unconsciously wrestling with a existential question. Like I feel like in the 80s, the central query was, how do we express ourselves authentically? I feel like then it shifted in the 90s. Perhaps the question was, how do we survive and succeed in a system that doesn't value us? And then currently, I think the question a lot of artists are pondering is, what does it mean to be an artist when everything about you is content? You know, like, how do I protect my humanity when the system is demanding this constant engagement? And so I'm just wondering, what do you both feel is the central question of your art right now, and have you gotten the answer to it?
That's a great question that I don't have the answer to. No. I mean, and I can only speak for me because I love that about us, man. We're not going to stand here with that's probably the same answer. I don't think about none of that. I just don't. I think about what Kelvin Mercer needs to do for me and how I want to express myself. If I know I need to, and we do our best to keep up with technology, but I just don't buy into all that. Like if I got an issue with Mace, or if I had an issue with Dave, we are not going on the internet to air nothing out. You ain't going to ever hear nothing about a problem that I got with my brothers.
Come on now, grown.
Because these are my brothers, and we talk in our house, and we can be upset or whatever. But even then, we're living under the umbrella of, we're family, and it's going to be worked out at some point regardless. So, I mean, let alone as an artist, there's things that I want to give to you, but then there's other things I don't need to give. There's things that I need to say and feel, which I do. I have been very open. If I've messed up in a relationship, if I feel a certain way and vulnerable, I'll put them in rhymes and I'll share that. And I mean, I think that's what the ingredients has been for us, to always just evolve, listen to what's going on, take it all in, and how we channel it through what we're doing. But I don't sit at home too much worrying about comments, what people feel, because just like it's blessed to have y'all having these positive things to say about the album, but I know there's going to be people who could possibly hate it for whatever their reason is. That's what the world is here for. So I just think I don't take it too serious. That's for me.
Yeah, I don't take it too serious. The love, the hate, we in the conversation.
Yeah.
For the most part. All of that airing out dirty laundry shit is corny, we get caught up on this, and it's only in our genre, this whole keep it real thing. But keep it real, what is the question? Keeping it real dumb? Keeping it real dope? Keeping it real whack? Keeping it real what is the question? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think airing out your personal differences, that shit is whack. If it's about the music and the growth and all of that, then maybe those things should go in the music poetically, I mean, we got comfortable with diss records, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make the diss record. If not, then shut up, man. You know what I mean?
People, and I don't know if this jumps away from what Tracy was trying to ask us, but people are smart. They know leaning into negativity and talking negative about others, it keeps the algorithm going and the trolling.
Yeah.
That's corny though.
But
that's corny.
It's just something I don't
subscribe to. That has nothing to do with the music.
Yeah.
Got nothing to do with the genre. It becomes just a sideshow, almost like we arguing before a wrestling match or something like that. And it's not that. Keep your personal problems personal.
Yeah.
Close the window. I mean, this thing called the internet and streaming is just opening a window to your world. And if you open the you got the choice what you want to show or not show. I don't want to show my bedroom.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Just give an example. I'd rather show my turntables and playing music, talking shit, maybe smoke a joint. But other than that, we're not taking the camera in my bedroom
Right.
or to the boxing rink or anything where I got to work out a problem with my brother or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, Heather.
To each his own, bro. That's his way.
We got to air out everything. All right, Mike, thank you, mate, for that mature response. Thank you, Paz. Maybe people can learn from this. Mike Muse.
Mike.
What up, Mike?
Muse.
What's up, everybody? Listen, I just have a really quick question for you all. A huge fan. If you can just give me the backstory of that song, Me, Myself, and I. When I think about, I'm a member of member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and the first time I ever saw a step show was with my sister, who's a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha. She came home and she put in a VHS tape of her step show. And then the Kappas were stepping, and they were stepping to Me, Myself, and I. And that was the first time I had heard that song. And so every time I hear that song, I associate it with my fraternity. And so I'm just wondering, what is the backstory of that song?
First of all, you had to upgrade the VHS.
No, man. I mean, just real quick. There you go. Just real quick. We needed. Tommy Boy loved the album. They just thought wow, they had never heard nothing like it. But they felt like we needed something that could be the microphone to tell everyone, hey, everyone, come check out this album. So we needed what they felt was a single that could do that.
A record.
And Mace was always wanted to use Knee Deep by Funkadelic. And so we weren't really, me and Dave, we weren't really up for that. We didn't want to rhyme over that. But we had kind of, after Time Boy had this talk with us, we went to a club where I think Bam was DJing. And he played, the Knee Deep record. Everyone on the dance floor went crazy. Mace was like, I'm telling you, we will have a hit with this record. Wow. So we were like, all right, let's give it a try. Dave, in his great fashion, was like, yo, Merce, let's just write some trash rhymes. You know what we should do? The Jungle Brothers song, Black is Black. Let's just copy that rhyme style. Right about just being positive and cool. We wrote these rhymes. God is looking at us and is like, all right, and now I'm going to make this your hit record.
Wow. That's what happened?
That's what happened.
And me and Paul up in the session working things out.
When you say Paul, please.
Prince Paul, excuse me.
Prince Pablo.
Yes, me and Prince Paul. We in the session adding all these ingredients to it, and they in the back like, oh shit, this is coming out.
This coming out actually pretty cool. I mean, that's why Tip is in the video, because it was the Black is Black rhyme style. Yeah. That was their rhyme style.
Great question, Mike Muse.
Yeah.
Man, fellas, I just want to say, first of all, too, I don't know if we ever talked about the Long Island Music Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
No doubt, man.
For that, man. Any accolades y'all receive, I'm just happy to see it, whether it's a Grammy or just a nomination or whatever.
Man, it's
because
a blessing.
It's a blessing. You guys stay true to who you are throughout the entire process. You've been honest and transparent with us through your music, and that's why I knew from the beginning that I was the extra extended version of De La Soul.
I mean, you might have got to get in line, because I think Nas just on Running Back said he's plug 4 these days.
Nas said he plug 4?
You just say, bro.
He just said he's the fourth member.
How Nas gonna say that shit, yo? I gotta
told
talk to
you
son.
to bow out a long time ago. He insisted.
Man, come on, man. I gotta talk to
Now
Thunder.
you gotta fight Queensbridge.
Man, I came here, horse. Help me out here,
Horse
man.
ain't got nothing to do with it.
Don't put horse in that.
Yo, all those
You hear that, horse?
those awards, those accolades, all of that is really nice,
Yeah.
But it still matters to me to know, like, Heather B, Sway, Chuck D, Rakim, even Horse.
Right.
Yo, my favorite song is this. My favorite song is that.
Right.
That matters to me still to this day. Like, how y'all feel about the music.
Wow, man.
No, that sounds like a song. My favorite song is this.
My
Favorite song is that.
All right, young kids, hit that.
All right, man. Well,
But that really matters, man. And I'm glad y'all still love what we do, man.
man, I'm glad y'all still love what we do.
Yeah, no
For
doubt.
real, man.
Yeah, we got decades here too.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Seriously.
Yeah, so
No,
we,
no.
and I want to officially, whether you can make it or not, but it's a good way to get me to plug it.
Let's go.
I think y'all can. December 14th, we're doing our For the Culture event with me and your brother DJ King Tech, and we honoring Ken Swift,
Indeed.
Razzcast, Supernatural, King Crooked, and Large Professor. And I want to personally invite you all to come down if you're in town.
I'm going to let you know today.
Okay,
Wow, dope.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then for the citizens who want to come, we letting people in free. All you got to do is go to swaysuniverse.com, but you got to buy the For the Culture T-shirt. You wear that, and we'll let you in free. First 500 people will get in for free. And there's special guests that are going to be there that we're not going to announce that are iconic. And so that's something I would love for everybody to participate in. Give it up for De La Soul,
Pew, 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 pew.
the greatest Mass Appeal, Cabin in the Sky. Salute to Mass Appeal for what this series of classic, iconic artists, legends putting out. Man, what do you think of this whole concept?
It's beautiful, man, and it's humbling to be a part of these people that we study and we love. I mean, from Slick Rick to Ghost to Ray to Big L. I mean, Nas and Preem. It's something that, we're humble, man. I know we should look at ourselves and be understanding of what we've done, but we love what we do, and we don't love it to be called a legend. We just love it to do it as artists, man, who make art.
There you go.
Cabin
man.
in the Sky, November 21st.
Yep.
Friday.
The title and my interpretation, when you listen to the sequence of the record, it's like Dave been working on the record from the heavens.
Yeah.
See,
You know?
that's
And
Yeah.
and
And I
it's
know
the epitome of joy and pain.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's something we can all relate to, which is losing someone, but celebrating them at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I
Celebrating
mean?
life.
And, you know, and the record is very therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's good to hear. And I'm
Yeah.
sure for his family.
Yeah.
man.
And
Yeah.
your family,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
Thank
and
you, brother.
let me know what time, what date, when y'all go on tour.
wow.
I'm there. I quit,
right.
Heather.
I've been quick. Tracy?
No.
Tracy in the morning.
I got into it, but no.
There you go.
but no.
But nope. All right, man. We're going to the show and play the full song for me, Torch. We got a world premiere. It's De La Soul featuring the lyrical master, the one and only Black Thought.
Woo!
And it's called
Listen.
NF.
NF.
What's that stand for?
It was originally called Niggas Funny, because that's what Papoose is saying in the
okay.
chorus, but
Right.
I just want to just take the Niggas Funny out and make it NF.
You're not a nigga word user?
No, it's not that. I use it. I slang it. I slang that
okay,
around
okay.
pretty much.
But it's dope.
Yeah.
The NF.
Okay,
Just
but
trying to
I
be creative.
appreciate that, though.
That's all. You know.
Okay, cool. De La Soul, y'all. Give it up. Love y'all, man.
Love you.
Maceo,
Yes.
I love you. Pops, I
Love you,
love you,
man.
man.
Love
Come
you.
on,
Love you
man.
too.
Love y'all to
brother.
death.
Thank
Come
you.
on,
Love you,
man.
Tracy.
Love
All
you too,
right.
Mike, wherever you just went.
Mike cut
Love
out.
you, Mike.
Mike work at ABC
Yeah,
too.
he headed to ABC. So, and thank you to the citizens. We love you as well. We'll be back tomorrow, God willing. Stay on the right side of positivity, and we're gonna end with this: De La Soul featuring Black Thought, and it's called
NF.